Olá galera, beleza? Eu sou o Nerdorf e para hoje aqui prosseguimos com a série de Fallout 4. Eu estou jogando Fallout 4 no PC pela plataforma da Steam e estamos atualmente na parte 71, né? Bom galera, aqui na parte 71 entramos finalmente no instituto, hein? E temos a missão que se chama No Instituto, né? Temos aqui também missão de trabalho interno, uma missão secundária aí que eu tive que inserir um holodisco de varredura, né? Aqui nesse terminal aqui. Já acabei inserindo esse holodisco aqui, eu preciso falar com Sturges agora, né? Mas enfim, a missão principal, a missão de hoje, né? Que se chama No Instituto. Bom, finalmente cheguei no Instituto, preciso encontrar o meu filho e um jeito de sair. Então essa aí é a missão de hoje. Bom, uma voz misteriosa que se chamava Pai, né? Falou comigo para eu prosseguir até o tal do elevador. Então vamos lá. Aqui mesmo.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
Nunca imaginaria isso.
As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Será que é ele ali?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Ele tá chamando a voz, ele não tá me chamando.
Please, Sean, I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been It's good to finally meet you. After all this, I am your son.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
I assure you, I am completely sane and entirely honest. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Que viagem, mano. O cara é mais velho que eu. O meu filho é mais velho que eu, velho. Porra é essa, mano?
Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But What matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way.
Eu não quis concordar com
Ultimately,
ele,
the Commonwealth has
infelizmente.
nothing to
Acabei
fear
falando
from
errado
us.
ali.
Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for...
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Your institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? The Brotherhood of Steel. They believe they're the only ones fit to control technology and destroy anyone who opposes them. And you would side with them. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast as. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce
galera.
yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them.
Olha só que loucura isso aqui, mano. Bom, qual é o próximo passo? Conheça os líderes dos departamentos. Cara, mano, que escolha difícil, velho. A gente vai ter nesse jogo aqui, mano. Ferrovia, Irmandade do Aço, Minuto Man. E agora Instituto também, mano. Com o próprio filho aqui, mais velho do que eu trabalhando. Cara, vai ser uma complicação isso daqui, mano. Cara, mas eu não tô afim de ajudar o Instituto não, mano.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, What was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm not on board with anything.
No? And yet here you are, poking around. One might find that suspicious. If you're not planning on staying, I'd recommend keeping your hands to yourself. Wouldn't want to give the impression you're up to something. And consider having another talk with Sean. He really is anxious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the...
I'm good for
Goodbye, then.
Oh, I don't know.
Tô a fim de saber muito sobre esse lugar aqui, não pretendo ajudar ele não, mano.
You ask me. We're building pretty well.
Os caras criando sintético falando que é pra ajudar a população, mano. Olha isso aqui, velho.
Discontinued? That is correct. That was my favorite one. I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy.
Biotecnologia do Instituto. Troço de outro mundo, hein, mano?
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holden, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's not why I'm here.
Of course, I completely understand. Before you go, at least let me give you a brief overview of what we... As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such... Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life.
Right.
You probably saw the gorillas.
Vida animal
They're really just a pet
sintética, mano.
project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Sounds like a waste of time to me.
It's just my opinion, of course. Sometimes we innovate. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it...
I'm not sure.
It's a big decision, I know. In any case, I imagine...
I'm good for now.
Take care, then.
Olha isso aqui, mano.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here.
Mano, é tudo clone, velho, isso aqui, velho. Cara, os Minutemen e a Irmandade do Aço são as melhores opções que eu vejo por enquanto, mano. Nesse game aqui pra eu estar seguindo. Infelizmente.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Sistemas avançados do Instituto.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our...
Well, that's insulting.
I'm sorry. Not my intention. There's just quite a bit going on right now, and your arrival has the potential... Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours.
Right.
I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute.
I don't want one of those things anywhere near me.
If you expect to be coming and going, you're gonna need one. You may have noticed that in case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of... Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah?
Yes?
Que loucura, mano.
No visible reaction in the K-14. You know the protocol system. Authorized personnel.
Nothing to re-
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
You wouldn't happen to have a
spare
spare
polarizer on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses.
Doctor.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is
Dustin
between
Ayo,
us
acting
and pretty much
director of
all
the
the
Synth
other
Retention Bureau.
departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, but I gather you know all this, since you... In fact, I'd very much like to know...
Right. I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that...
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'm good for now.
Very well.
Ok, missão completa, galera. Realmente me surpreendeu esse instituto aqui, mano. Não esperava isso. Vamos começar agora a missão retenção de sintéticos, ó. Bom, galera, então chegamos aí ao final da parte 71 da série de Fallout 4. Se gostou, deixe seu like, seu compartilhamento para ajudar na divulgação e inscreva-se no canal, beleza? Muito obrigado pela atenção de todos e falou!